Hello, this is Arcades, and welcome to another update video here on Stormworks Build and Rescue. And yeah, they decided to give us a new set of props. Yeah. So, hope you like what you watch. Hope you enjoy what you see. If you do, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Helps the channel out immensely. And yeah, let's check these out. Okay, so what it was, they gave us a new update for the game, and they actually added something. Okay, so what this is the variable pitch ship propeller update. Yeah, they went and added variable pitch, variable pitch propellers, and that's the feature they add. They added 3 of them: small, medium, large, and yeah, and then they have a whole bunch of fixes which should help stabilize stuff. There isn't really. There was one fix: the improved positioning of player when leaving a seat, particularly at high speed. That one's probably a big one. That's going to be it. The rest are... There's some stuff with the oils, a few Lua stuff, and... Yeah, and it says they said resolved issue where looking at NPC wouldn't always bring up the context menu. So hopefully that makes them a lot easier to work with, because they somehow shorten the range, so you have to be really close to them. So, yeah, oil spills no longer cleared by pumping through fluid jets, and improved stability of oil simulation. So, basically a lot of, like, stability stuff, and they added these pitches, the pitching propellers for boats. Yes. Okay, now let's actually take a look at these. So as you can see here, I've got the 3 that I could find right off the bat. And what we have here, as you can see, workshop, they're you can just type in propeller and they'll come up, but they're under your propulsion thing. And you just look for small, there's the large, and we have just pitchable propeller. And that's the only ones I really found. And they're pretty simple, straightforward to use. You can use your selection tool, as you see. They default to 4 blades. But you can put up to 8, like right here, or as few as 2. And probably just like all the regular, the propellers for the aircraft, the amount of propeller, the amount of blades will affect your thrust versus your torque requirement to get them powered up. So keep that in mind. And I'm pretty sure probably the 4 is probably the same as the equivalent. That is just a guess. I'm not for sure, but that is that's my assumption on the thoughts, possibly. Okay, and they come with, from what I see, the 1 logic node. Says standard value between -1 and 1, representing the desired pitch amount. So basically what they did is they just gave us ability to reverse with these now without having to use a reverse gear. Like you won't need a reverse gear now by default. You will still need something to put it into reverse, but the point is you don't necessarily need a reverse gear. Technically, this can make engines more efficient because now that's 1 less part that your RPS has to go through, and some parts, including the gearboxes, reduce your RPS efficiency by a percentage. So that's good. Minor in the grand scheme of things, unless you're specifically planning for that. So, with that being said, let's get a basic demonstration. Yeah, I don't think there was any other nodes. Yeah, because I think composite might be the only other one. There's no power to them. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. Now, while they only work in, I'm pretty sure only work in water, they still do get affected by their pitch on the RPS while they're tilted from preliminary test. So while they're neutral at 0 pitch, you see it's going up. fine. And it should start up at 20 RPS since I'm using electric motor. Funny enough, that one doesn't look like it's going near as fast, but it is. So, you can see, there it goes down, we're at the negative. Play, yeah. So keep that in mind that they don't affect your RPS output while in neutral or in zero, but when the moment you put in there, you start putting on there, just like the regular aircraft propellers, it starts increasing the load on your motor, engine, whatever you're using to make them turn. Okay, so now you can just get a representation of them turning. As you can see, I got them attached to one of the axes on this, and they're just basically turning, yeah. So, also, one thing I'd like to note, if you're using the 8 propellers, at least this is what I noticed from here, I did 2, 4, and 8, and it might be the case with the 6 as well, but when you go to paint them, so the blades can be a different color than the hub, but if you go and click here, like that'll color it, but if you click on like these odd angled ones for the 8 blades, it tends to have a bit of an issue for some reason, like on the 8 blades. It might be just a large one too, so keep that in mind. I seem to get it all the time when I click on here. But yeah, so keep that in mind when you're trying to color it. Like, it only likes, I guess, certain panels to color. So, yeah. So, just keep an eye out for that when you go to try to make your paint them? Yes, paint them. Okay, so I thought I'd come out here. I went ahead and took this little boat that I have for my stream career mode that I'm going to be starting up again. I went and installed a small propeller on there. I don't know how well you can see it. It is right there. Put 2 blades on it. I got rid of the clutch and the gearbox on this thing, so yeah, I can literally just, using my up and down arrows, which I got them set to sticky, so it will hold the position, and we're moving. Let's crank up the RPS. And you can see, away we go. Now I'm going to switch it, and then I can hold down arrow, and I'm now going in reverse. It really is that simple now. Problem is my propellers aren't, or my rudders aren't in the water. Anyways, and then without having to really deal with trying to figure out prop position, you're trying to come to a stop. I notice if you keep hitting down until the bubbles disappear, that should put you close to, if not right on 0. Yeah, like it's 0.09, yes. So yeah, well, it's not a perfect stop. It does bring you down slow enough. So yeah. So went through a quick brief look at the update, and yeah, took a look at the propellers. So yeah, hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed what you watch. If you did, you know the deal, you know the spiel. This is Arcades, signing out. Have yourself a good day.